There we go. Alright, alright, alright. I'm waiting on you to join in.
Are you sure it's open?
Yeah, I opened it. Yeah, it's on. Are you having issues now?
Every time I click find game, it's not showing up.
Gotta stop it. Gotta reopen it. Okay, and I'll let you know when it's ready. Okay, it's open again. There we go. Yeah, the game crashed. And there's a lag. That's 360p. Yeah, just a little bit.
What?
Someone commented on the video. That is muddy as fuck. It is probably. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Ugh. We can go hit that bandit camp up and see if there's anything left in there. Yes, it could be. Where the hell are you? Oh, that's what you're loading in. Dude, you know what I just realized is missing? My bird. Come on here. I have the bird, but I can't use the bird. So it looks like we're gonna be stuck here for a while until we can find at least 6 rations. Oh wait, we can make them too. What the hell are they made with? I know you can make a lot. I think it's like 3 at a time. I feel like I passed it. I passed it. Oh, there it is. Okay. I need salt.
Well, I'm currently being spoken to by the blonde man.
Are you up there doing it again? Don't do nothing. I gotta get this on. I gotta get this on that stream. That's some funny shit. Press a button. Are you still talking?
A blood price is sacred. You can't just shrug off that responsibility.
If I don't see the money from you by the time I count to 10, you'll regret you ever came home.
If you can't make the payments you missed, we will seize your home!
My bad. That's funny. One of the people was complaining in the chat about the muddy quality. Realized it was on their end, not my end. What if that chest in there is respawned? I'm curious. Is the gate still open? Yeah, I don't think you have salt, do you? Assassin's Elixir. There we go. Oh, yeah, that chest didn't reset. I got some cool things that I guess I got some I can sell. Yeah, I'll take those. Alright, let's hit the streets. Let's hit the way. Let's go see if we can find some salt or something.
Greetings, friend.
Nope, okay, let's go. Meet you at the gate. I do think that this game should have added more fire spells.
And we're getting crashed.
Yours just crashed?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, my shit's getting wonky too. Well, my stream is at least. Alright, well, it's still open, so. Where the fuck's my oh, my tent's gone. Bollocks. This area is cursed. You need to get out of here. You know what you could do? You could wait till I leave this area, because I have 3 travel rations, and then you can rejoin after I'm in the forest. Might take a good minute though. I know we only have issues when we're in this fucking area. Oh really? Jesus. This game is basically a mashup of survival, adventuring, and RPG-ish type of thing. It's hard to collectively list off what it is and more of what it's not. I'm making my mad dash right now toward the border. Get back to this bit of a show. Oh damn, they're dead already. Just trying to go all out with magic use on these two guys, Joe. I ended up killing them. Yeah, RPG survival, pretty much. In the beginning of the game, it is the most unforgiving game you can be, but in the middle of it, once you get to the point where we're at, with enough gear and stuff, survival is pretty easy at that point. Like, it looks easy when I'm playing, because I've been playing pretty much since it came out. So I have enough proper gear, magic setup, and weapons and all that stuff. In the beginning it's difficult. It's probably one of the hardest things in the beginning. I'll also say too, this game reminds me a lot like Monster Hunter. Because you're basically taking parts from enemies and using them to craft better, newer gear. Alright, I'm heading up the mountain right now, Joe. I'll bypass the back of that camp, bandit camp, to get there to the border quicker. I think we're completely done with this. Oh god, bird! Come here, you bastard. Shit. No, got nothing. Help with stamina. That bird's gonna get away from me. Come here, you bastard. Don't you run from me? You get back over here. I don't like the pistol shrimps there. I was looking for that thing earlier. Don't run over there, bird. Don't run over there. I swear to God, bird. Come here, 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 come here. I smacked it silly. It's just, it's broken. It doesn't know what to do anymore. Oh, I guess exhausted. What I got here? Basically. Loving this witch's hat. I didn't know witch's hats actually gave bonuses to Hellfire. I end up investing in full mage guard when I can. I know we're trying to get to the starter map so much because this region has not been my friend. This is where I encountered the most bugs in the game. Is this entire region is just like bugged out for some reason. I'll lose items, crashes, disconnects, everything. The other region works just fine. So heading back to the forest anyway, because Berg is my hometown. It's my base of operations. That's where everything's at. It's where my massive collection of hoarded items exists. Alright, I'm at the base of the mountain now, Joe. shouldn't be too much longer before I get there. Okay. Sprint. Oh, actually, I think that potion wore off. Drink the last one of it. No, I'm confused. Okay. Alright, I'll turn the song to the Chuck. Flippity flip. That's another hyena. Right path. Yeah, I'm on the Discord and I kept insisting and letting them know that there's an issue with this entire region for me, and I don't know why, but this is where I lose the most items, and it's nuts. Like, I only came here because I wanted to learn more fire spells. That was the only reason why. Damn cold since Donkey Wolf. Oh shit. Woo! That almost ended badly. That's a shortcut to the forest. I don't go screw Garden Mountain. Skyrim taught me if you can go around, if you can go over it, go over it. Don't go around it. Alright, I see the border to the forest right now. It's within reach. Okay. Alright, friend's not in right now because his game crashed. First region is not our friend. We already started, but it's something we try to avoid coming here until it gets fixed. Okay. I don't have to worry about freezing anymore. Yeah, it just works. I got this torch and we're good for one more use. And I think the cool thing too is if you do invest in the Philanthrop skill is you don't need a torch, actually, well, a lantern with a flame. You can actually use the coil one, believe it or not. Which I thought was cool. The coil one, you get a hell of a use out of it. I just used the flamethrower with a torch because, well, they're easier and more easier to make, and I was gonna get a trip out to the desert to repair it with coils. You don't see nothing, just minding your business. Alright, oh, I need to re-equip that one. Time. Ah, I can use it. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, bollocks. At least the torches had it. Where's it going? Damn. It's gone. Set it there. It's a deer. Damn. $10 points for a backflip on that one. Damn. Use it all. There's one dead there already. That's nuts. I ain't gonna tangle with that thing by myself though. I know better. That seems a little uneven. Let's try to even the odds a bit. Tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row. Just a tad, just a tad OP. Let's also got some of the skills I got too. I got armor training, decreases stamina and movement penalties, faster maintenance, so that's that. Feather dodge, fitness, spell blade, and steady arm. And hunger and get tired, hunger and drink slower. Wish I had some shit to repair or restore my mana. I need more potions, I need to make some more. As you can see, there's bodies everywhere. I don't know how long these ones have been here. They've been here for a while, I think. Cold stones. I'm at the point now in the game where I can pretty much handle everything in the forest and the starter area on my own. The desert can get iffy on what I run into. I think the reason why mainly I'm OP is because I've spent a lot of time in game. My guy has been marching out and about for a little over 3 months now. Also, money helps. Money really is the answer to everything. Birds. I think I could do the mission for the Blue Chamber Council now. Yes, money does defeat evil, actually, especially in my case. My guy goes through constant armor changes. I used to be heavy, though, with an assassin's armor. Now I'm kind of like a mix. I wanna go full mage, but I love the protection I got.
Me.
But money is not of a problem as is now. It won't be probably for a while. Because we have a lot and enough to where we can't even carry it around. A lot. That's yeah. Yeah. We're not concerned about money. yeah, that's right, huh? I wanted to make that shield. Oh, but I need the wooden. Fuck. Do I sell it here?
Hey there.
They don't. Damn it. Okay. Well, let's see what else I can craft with that shit then. I have to go to the desert for that. I do like that. This looks cool. I just poison. What's the swing speed? It swings faster.
Hey there.
That is made with a pelvic bone. Yes, that is my weapon now. So I use the pelvic bone of a skeleton. Alright, you can rejoin it now.
How can I help you?
Oh, now she has them. So, the gold lich stuff, Joe, I made a mace with it. It's the pelvic bone of a skeleton as the actual mace part of it.
You wanna?
The lich stuff, I made a lich mace. It's just the upper half of a lich. You know what's weird? Some of the music when we're in Berg reminds me of Halo.
How can I help you?
When we're on the Halo ring.
It's
Halo
funny how
2.
much we keep talking about Halo.
It's just-
Fantasy RPG-esque game. Keeps talking about Halo. Drawing parallels.
It does though, like when we're walking around in the Berg City, the dun dun, like the music you hear in the background reminds me of when you're on Halo in Halo 2. Swamp music is alright, but I don't want to go into the swamp. I find it one of the most pain in the ass areas to navigate through.
So, once again, I spawned in outside of town.
How'd you wait? Are you in my world?
Uh-huh.
How can you spawn outside of town? Oh, oh, oh. Yeah.
I slipped my way. I border hopped into the town. So I was on the mountain.
So if you have the voiceover on, There is one glitch though in this city, where if you spawn your friend spawns in, they can actually spawn out of bounds.
Fine out of bounds.
Up there. I can't even
Yeah,
walk
see,
up there.
yeah, you see, you know how you can't go higher in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was higher in that.
Yeah, that's out of
I
bounds.
eventually went over. Yeah, I was out of bounds, and I eventually went over to this building over here, like
Mhm.
this ledge up here,
Yeah.
and was able to just hop back into town.
I'm thinking about making my guy full mage. That flamethrower spell helped me kill a group of 3 bandits like they were just absolute nothing.
How can I help you?
You get kick-ass staff though. Ooh, I have one. I know it's in here. There you are. Alright, come on, Joe. You recover some health and a little bit of stamina. But, I'm gonna use the restroom real quickly, so hurry up. Yeah, I'll go do that. I'll make some of my spellbinder stuff though, can I? You see this, right, Joe?
Wanna?
This.
Well, I think this might be the first game where there's the option to be basically a mage, and I'm not doing that.
I know what else I can do too.
Man, like I'm saying, most games, if there's an option to be the magic guy, then I'm usually the magic guy. Well, you're always like the sword or, you know, either a heavy kind of class or a nimbler type of class.
I don't know why.
But
I
in
just,
this case, it's like the other way around
I don't
because
know.
I can't get into the magic of this game.
I love the magic in this game, and I have like I just love the complexity of it. You know. There's even a necromancy type S type of shit too. One second, I'm trying to find another spell to equip. I could go with the Sigil Fire. Start carrying firestones around and
So,
shit.
does using the boons cost mana?
Yes, but it doesn't take a lot. A typical boon. The cool boon takes 8 mana. Which, at half, you should have about 100 mana, so it's basically nothing. So if you equip the boon of ice, that's cool. And then you use your blade. Let's see, where's mine at?
So I tried
Waste-
using the. They keep saying that the cool boon is required.
Did you use the cool boon yet?
Oh, that's the cool boon. I
Yeah.
signed the wrong thing.
Yeah, you equip that cool boon, and then you equip the spell with the circle around it. It will infuse your weapon with ice.
Takes 2 damn slots.
And then if you learned Elemental Discharge, you can also shoot ice bolts from it as well, too.
That's a lot of fun.
But if you have about a max 8 mana of 100 at half of it, when it should be about 50. And even then, you're still using a decent amount in combat. Give it a whirl. And now you got yourself a lantern. See, listen to the music. Doesn't that remind you of Halo 2?
Not particularly.
It does to me.
I
Alright.
don't necessarily recall the music. This seems very cheery and
One of the Halo musics was like that. I can't remember which one though. Alright. Wait on you. As a mage, I require less sleep. So 1 hour will suffice. Wait on you. Ah, fuck, I ran out of orange juice. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna be back. Moses is letting me use the restroom. Alright. Rissa has a mission for us, so let's go see her. Also, Joe, welcome to the field of magic.
Ancestors guide you. That's good. I need you to join the Cryptea. Listen well. This collection of memories is the heart and soul of the collective. It's how we have governed our people for centuries.
Secret
One of our
organization.
members betrayed us. She is no fairy tale. We oppose the Scarlet Lady's efforts to control the collective. This is troubling. The Scarlet Lady is moving against us. Yes, I have already asked Roland. The collective depends on us. Here's what I need you to do. Once you've finished, report to Gabriella.
Do we really have to go all the way back out there?
Wanna?
Hey, Jesus Christ. We have to go back to the Cursed Lands. But we'll take our sweet time. We're in no rush to go back there, so... Let's go explore this area of the forest some more. What are you up to?
Pulling a little bit of funds out.
Pulling a little bit of funds out.
Why can't I move? Up. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I still moved it to my backpack rather than putting it away. So, the game's being retarded.
Why?
Not giving me the option to put money away in the chest.
Are you pressing X or square?
Square. Oh, I can transfer it. I'm tired, fuck you. Can't brain right now.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what I'm going with now. So I learned that with my runic blade, I can actually infuse it with fire.
Well then. I'm back to having an absurd amount of things. Yes, even with this new backpack, I'm almost full on space. About 11 pounds off.
So yeah, I can do that. Let's kick some ass. I really need to make more astral potions. So let me see what I have. How I can make them again. Alright. Star root and turnips. Are you kidding me? You may not have scratched the surface, but I've just been dicking around with how to figure this shit out. I didn't know you can cast a fire spoon and then infuse your goddamn relic blade at all. That was news to me.
This worries me.
I'm actually gonna screenshot that real quickly. There we go. What?
You're a Legend of Zelda fan, so I think you'll appreciate this.
What was that?
I did. I appreciate just because of understanding the reference. Give me a second. Oh, my feet.
Hey there.
What did I come to this guy for? I don't even fucking know. Oh, sorry. I want to get different shoes. I want them to affect my movement speed all that
Sent you a
much.
picture.
Damn it. The great
The
Deku
great
tree. Shut up, Joe.
How can I help you?
My cousin tagged me in a Facebook post with that. I had to send it to you. I knew you'd appreciate it.
Hey Joe, didn't you learn chakram spells?
Nope.
I thought you did.
Nope. Ryan, literally the only spell I know is Spark and Exfold Boon. And everything else sounds complicated. And I do not have the mental capacity now or ever to want to involve myself into it.
Not by that attitude. Alrighty.
Because like when you talk about all the things you do, have you ever watched the anime Overlord?
I think it sounds familiar. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Main character, it's basically a Sekai anime character trapped into the world kind of shtick.
This worries me.
And basically, it's like all those ones where it's like a guy is trapped in game world, which there's a plethora of those. But this one's different. Most of those is guy's main character is either really terrible or stupidly overpowered. This one follows the stupidly overpowered kind of trope, but it's done on purpose and in a way that doesn't feel like the main character shouldn't have any problems.
Waiting on you.
because the main character is kind of more of an anti-hero.
So what are you trying
Like,
to
he's
say?
not your, Boy Scout good guy kind of person.
Uh-huh.
Because in the series Overlord, he is the Overlord. Basically, to summarize it, it was a game in some futuristic setting where him and his, big group of his buddies, like, there was a couple of his close buddies, but there was like 40 people who had a guild in this game.
Yeah.
And they established this guild, and they were top of the, charts kind of thing. No other guild or monster could touch them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were basically maxed out everything to the point of near invincibility.
Uh-huh. So get to your point. What are you trying to say?
Well, as time went on, and this is all like told you in the first episode, his friends all kind of start getting lives outside of the game, and so they slowly, lose people from it. But their guild building is set up so absurdly complicated and full of such high-powered monsters that each one of them handcrafted, basically, that literally they could stop playing the game for a week and nobody's touched their guild. Because they can't get through all the floors that would be required. Invites them all, like, when the game creators announced that they'll be shutting down the servers. Because the game's been out for a while and whatnot, and nobody's really playing it anymore, so they're shutting down all the servers. So, he tries to get as many of his friends as he can to basically just come chill in the game one last time. And, like, one person showed up. Because everybody else is just too busy with their day-to-day lives. So, he's there, he's talking to his friend. His friend eventually is like, well, saying he has to go, he has work in the morning. And he's, like, the only person amongst his friends who just doesn't work. Or have a life. And, so, he thinks, well, the servers close at midnight. I'm just gonna sit here, because he was, guild master. So he's just gonna sit and chill on his throne until the server closes. He only had a few minutes, so he's just gonna sit there and just take it all in. Midnight strikes. And it's like a kind of, like, when I say a game setting, it's more like a closer to how Sword Art is.
Yeah.
With how the game is played and operated. It's
Yeah.
like a VR kind of thing. So, he's completely immersed in what's happening here. Not like just sitting at his desk staring at it.
I mean, not how we're immersed right now, because sometimes odd shit happens.
Well, like that, he's basically not staring at a screen.
Touche. Player
Yeah,
ready
he's-
one shit.
Super high advanced, like 100 years in the future VR kind of setting. And, midnight hits, server hasn't closed. He's like, okay, maybe there's a delay. And then it's like, a couple minutes go by, he's like, are they just letting those who are actually on just, kind of like they told you it was this time, but they're actually closing it a little bit later just so that way, you do what you want, do what you need kind of thing. And, but just after a while, it was just like, nothing's happening. He's just like, okay, and then he tries to do the logout thing. It's gone. He tries contacting a game dev through the game. Can't. Basically, he was like unable to log out of the game because it's basically Sword Art. You can't leave the game without logging out. Because
Is
you
that
can't
a
just
giant?
whip off the VR thing. Yes. Frost lightning. But
Let's see how terrible this
So-
goes!
But in the game, so he basically has all of his, like, they call them battle maids, or they're, like,
That hurt.
elite class, they're elite class, or the elite class fighters, or battle mages, and whatnot.
I think we
They're
just
literally
own
just a
that
bunch of girls
motherfucker.
and made up. Yeah. They're basically just a bunch of maids who can fight. And but there's also these floor guardians, which are like basically the NPCs who control other NPCs and are basically the bosses of each floor. Like they would be considered on their own a high boss class monster.
Yeah.
And he has one of them, Albedo, who hilariously enough is not even in the original source manga, like novel, whatever it was. Literally was written in just for the anime, and she plays a huge role in the anime, and it's hilarious that she's not even technically a canon character.
Like Daryl Dixon. Never in the comics, just
What?
made up for the show. The Walking Dead. That's what
Oh.
Daryl Dixon is. He was made up purely for the show only and became a major role.
Yeah, basically it's like that. Like she's, but when I say super relevant, she doesn't fight anybody.
Mm,
She's just sort of there all the time. And is basically psycho obsessed with the main character. But at first, because, you know, they all have generic NPC personalities. You know, they don't have this unique AI system where you can say anything to them and they'll respond to it. It's basically they only respond to pre-programmed commands, right?
yeah.
But then, as he's starts trying to talk to them, he realizes they respond to everything he says. And like, it gets to the point where he even, and this is where the game like goes into its like funnier moments, where because of the fact that just before the servers closed down, he had reprogrammed Albedo to be obsessed with him,
Oh god.
just as like a weird random
An immaculate one.
weeb.
See him?
A random weeb, yeah.
How much is my sword got left? I got 16 seconds. Give me a minute. I'll craft a new sword here.
I
in a minute.
have 100. But she's responding to everything she says. She's practically, you know, oh,
Three.
he's coming closer.
Yeah, keep him busy while I recast the sword.
I like that. Smack him and not much happens.
Okay, I'm combat ready.
But he basically tells her to come closer to him. She does, and he essentially does something that the game wouldn't normally allow you to do, and that would be like to grope a female player into whatever it is.
That actually hurts.
Yeah, he decides to grope Albedo because the game doesn't normally allow you to do that.
Take his potion from his pack. You can have that one. I'm gonna take this though. Damn, dude, we're fucking owning shit right now. Like this magic shit, I'm digging. Like if I knew it was this OP as fuck, I would've been using magic from the beginning. Jesus.
Yeah. He begins to grope her. She's all responding to it, and it's like super funny but sexual and whatnot. And he's just like, what the hell's happening? Like, why are they responding to things that normally the game wouldn't let them respond to? Why is it he can do things that the game doesn't allow you to do? And eventually he decides to send out his some of his floor guardians to investigate the area around the castle.
Yeah.
And they do. When they report back, they say basically, from what he understands, the terrain, because he's familiar, you know, super familiar with the terrain around his little kingdom that his guild founded, but it's completely different all of a sudden. It's just middle of bumfuck nowhere. It's like the entire building was moved somewhere else. And eventually he goes out and discovers, and it's basically a world unfamiliar to him. It's basically like the game world became real for him, but at the same time, it's not the same place. His building is unfazed. It's like that entire area is basically been transported somewhere else, and it's not very clear as to what any of that means or how it happened, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, so far, there's not much known about any of that. That or I have not looked into it. But
Shit, my headset's dying.
and he's like a master class mage who has maxed out his magic.
Yeah.
Basically has stupid high amount of mana, knows an absurd number of spells. But at some point, I don't remember if it's part of season 1. I want to say it's part of season 1. Or 2. He has to want somebody somehow using what he called a god tier item, and somehow took control over one of his floor guardians, which normally should be nearly impossible without god tier. That's why we didn't figure it out. And he had to fight her, but the rules of this world still had some game logic to it, such as the way how she was standing out in the middle of the open before he caught her. He realized that, he yelled out something to her, but she didn't respond, which he came to the conclusion meant that, like a boss fight, she will not move until he aggroes her. And he decides to, and since he's a master class mage, he decides to take the opportunity to cast spells on himself.
Mm-hmm.
And, cause status effects for himself to boost everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I shit you not. I would all literally see, because I found the clip on YouTube that only has that part where he starts doing those spells. 3 minutes.
So you're basically
3 minutes of that episode was spent him casting spells on himself.
So you're trying to reiterate the fact that reminds you, that me reminds you of
What
that.
you do.
You told me.
Literally, he stood there casting, and it's not like it skipped over the spells. You heard every spell he casted for 3 damn minutes.
Find that,
Like, dear God, man.
find that funny. You told me a 15-minute story just to get to that one point.
Yeah. But well, it's crazy because eventually he then goes to fight her and whatnot, and it looks like a pretty even fight. She's hurting him, he's hurting her. Eventually, at some point, it starts to look like she has the upper hand because she's designed to be not necessarily designed to beat him as much as just things she was designed with by her creator, one of the other members of the guild, perfectly makes her capable of fighting undead class species.
Don't fall down.
Which the main character is
Fall
an undead class species. He's basically a lich.
Yeah.
He's just an undead skeleton with magic. And, so it seems pretty wrecked and whatnot. He does some stuff and whatnot, casts some powerful spells preemptively. But you know what the best part about the series is? How methodical he is.
What's that behind you?
As in, when eventually their fight seemed to be nearing its end and he looked like he was about to lose to her, he then drops a bomb on her, metaphorically. That nothing in that fight has happened that he didn't know was going to happen. That wasn't a bullshit line he gave to, oh my god.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah, I noticed.
That
it wasn't some BS line he gave her just to try and intimidate her. He literally knew everything that happened in that fight was going to happen.
switching weapons to Ethereal Blade.
And
Using potion.
then he starts doing some other crazy bullshit, such as he has these little sticks that if he snaps them, it allows him to switch class. Which is only possible with those sticks. But the thing is, when it transfers you to another class, not like it transfers you to level 1 of that class, it transfers all of your stats and basically turns them into that particular class's stats. So if he was a warrior class, he would become a master level warrior class. Okay, on the verge of dying. Yeah, commotion.
That fucking hurt.
So I saw your body kind of flip around and fly across the room. I have concerns. But yeah, it was an intense fight. Basically, it's one of those animes where it's classified as overpowered done right.
I knew I had a tea to help me repair my lost health, but I don't have it no more. So I rearranged some stuff in my inventory, and I have to say, I think the flamethrower did more damage. So it looks like my lantern has become another weapon now. So yeah, I'm armed with a book and a lantern. Do you still have that health potion I gave you, by the way, that recovers lost health, or do you have anything for that? So my health is pretty burnt out. Yeah, anything for that medicine, man?
There's some tea.
Why did I drink that health potion? I can't fucking even...
I'm like somewhere between a warrior and a witch doctor.
That puts my health at about half. Sorta. Puts me at 84 out of 155.
I'm running low on Mahana.
I'm just running low on health potions.
What a coincidence. I'm doing
Round two.
okay on health. Ow.
Yeah, I don't think you like being set on fire very well either.
Where's that? Slash frozen. Oh, poisoned. I got an antidote for that.
I'm dead. Did you get an antidote for that?
I do. The first involves running away.
He's on fire too, Joe. Don't forget that. I'm gonna need an hour and a long nap after this one. Alright, range.
Want a health potion?
I can't even heal myself. My health is stuck at a permanent crappy.
You want more tea?
Yeah, fuck me up with some tea, damn it. Don't look behind you, but there's something there. Joe?
Also, I did give you 2 food on it.
I'm dead.
I realized.
I feel any better. He's still on fire.
I don't got enough mana.
The guy watching me book horse is laughing at us right now.
I just ran up and slapped him with my sword. I didn't even see his health drop.
Magic was nice till we ran into this thing. Hey, pal?
Dang.
Aw. Damn.
What?
My internet just said, fuck you, you can't broadcast for anymore. But it's still on air, so...
Ah, bitch. Come on, just one more smack. Ugh. I won by this. Ah, blah, blah, blah.
You're already dead, and you don't even know it.
I didn't go down alone.
Nani?
Yeah, he just pulled that shit on me. I killed him like, oh, you're dead, and then run away. He had the last laugh.
Oh, fucking shit. Where are we at now? So, I love the wizard getup. I love it, but I hate the fact that I'm losing so much defense. We didn't even get rescued by someone. We just pulled our asses out of there.
Dragged our mangled bodies out.
Joe, I'm waiting on you, damn it.
Oh shit.
Oh, oh, that hurt.
I need tea.
I need my tent back because I can't sleep without it.
Do you have a tent?
Nope.
Want some tea?
Sure, why not?
Ooh, that's gonna take a lot of tea.
How many do you have?
7.
Jesus Christ.
Apparently drinking tea doesn't fix your thirst. You know. Trying to at least get my
Oh,
health so I can heal it to half.
I was hoping to drop my health down, well, my sleep down, so I can start regenerating mana. Unfortunately, that defeat made it to where we slept, and I'm now no longer at 90.
So, there's some mineral tea right there. Do you want some bitter tea for your stamina?
No, my stamina's fine.
What? Burnt mana.
Nope, full mana. It's just my health that took a hit. I'm at half health now. I said we venture back in.
Might as well.
If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.
Doesn't kill you, leaves you half dead.
And dragging your lifeless corpse out of a tomb. But course competent. He's all like drunkards. I wouldn't say drunkards. I'd say more or less stubborn. I can tell you this, Joe. The first piece of armor I find in this place, I'm wearing. I'll keep the hat, but the rest of it, I don't know. And it's like, I could equip the staff, but I'd have to remove something from my inventory. That would have helped us earlier.
What?
This. Uh-oh.
Hadn't hurt as bad as I thought it would.
Ah! That hurt worse than I thought it was gonna.
She just dropped straight to the floor. I at least landed up here and on this pedestal.
I tried. Son of a bitch.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm not ready. My ass isn't ready yet. Did you close the door on it? Okay. Increase physical damage. Fire rag.
Oh,
Rage potion.
it's right out of range.
Okay, I got status going. Let's fight smart.
Okay. I got my sword out. Let's do this shit.
Fuck you think you're going? Oh hi. You know, I retract my statement.
I did
I
it.
like how effective we are when we actually try to prepare for something.
Yeah, well, you ready for round 2? Because I hear round 2.
Well, let's be quick before my things run out.
Yeah, no, same here.
Some of those potions were the only ones I had. Tracked in the elevator while we looked.
Yeah, I don't see it anywhere.
Ooh, another elevator.
Thank you for subscribing, by the way. Alright, ready to go up? Let's go up. Alright, round 2.
There's round 2.
Get the first hit, I got his attention.
And there goes my fire.
And there goes my health.
Dodge. How did it hit me? I was behind him.
Oh, fuck.
Keep staggering him.
I can't stagger him if I'm
Not
dead.
staggering you. You kidding me?
He bitch slapped me like a motherfucker. What? Run, Joe. I'm in the corner. I'm by the wall. Let's look for my bird. Son of a bitch.
I was healing.
See, that's where you failed. You were healing. We curse ourselves a lot, don't we?